I had another bright idea. I was like,
Carla Springs, world renowned for the wit. High energy, heavy legacy, never gonna quit. He's funny, he's global, he's ill in the mind. International king, leaving the standard behind. Yeah, Springs is icon, the legend, the soul. Taking over every border, losing all control.
I was about 15 years old. And at 15, I was extremely busy at 15. From sports, school, part-time job. My God, I was crazy busy. The only thing I hate about 15 was I had to ride the bus everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. So this one particular time, I came home from school. I had to prepare myself for my little part-time job. Well, I was tired. I didn't really want to go to work. Let alone get on the bus, ride 2 hours to a place that only takes 15 minutes in a car. So as I was gathering my things, getting ready to go to my little part-time job, I had a bright idea. I was like, I think I can ask my dad to give me a ride to work. So after I finished with my idea, I went in there to his room and I was like, hey dad, you mind giving me a ride to work? He straight looked at me and he was like, no. Why? I mean, come on, man. Look, I don't feel like riding the bus today. It takes too long for me to get to here, to there, when it's only 15, 20 minutes away. Come on, Dad. He was like, no, I can't because I have to be at work at 2 o'clock. You have to be at work at 4:30. I was like, dang. So as I was leaving his room, I had another bright idea. I was like, hey, Dad, how about this? Since I go to work at 4:30, how about I give you a ride to work? He looked at me and he was like, oh no. I'm like, why you do me like that? He was like, boy, there is no way in this world that I am gonna let you drive my car. One, I've never seen you drive. Two, you don't have a license. So what it look like that I'm just gonna be just letting you drive my car all willy-nilly? Man, my heart was broken. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to ride the bus to work again. See, man, an hour passed and I am convinced that I was like, you know what? I just accept it. I'm gonna ride the bus to work. But yet again, your boy be thinking. It hit me. It was like, I had a bright idea. Some told me to steal his car. Cool. I was like, yeah, cool. This is about to go down. I'm about to take his car to work no matter what. I'm not riding the bus to work today. So how I'm gonna get his keys? Well, an opportunity had presented itself. He was in the shower. I was like, I went into his room. I was looking for his keys. I was like, where's his keys? Where's his keys? I seen them on his nightstand. When I seen them on the nightstand, I just instantly, I went like, excellent. I was so ready. This plan was meant to be. This plan was meant for me not to ride the bus. Y'all don't know how bad buses are, especially in Texas. It's hot, one, it stinks, it's sticky, floors everywhere, and it's really loud. And did I mention that it's hot? As I grabbed his keys, I was walking out of his room, but I panicked because he was coming out of the shower. He opened his door and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? So I threw him under the bed. I threw him under his bed. So after I threw him under the bed, I ran into my room instantly. So he in his room, he's getting prepared. I'm watching him to see if he sees the keys under his bed. So it's almost 2 o'clock. He's like, hey, Carlos, I'll see you later when I get home from work. I'm like, all right, Dad, I'll see you later. He was like, hey, have you seen my keys? I'm like, no. Hey, well, can you help me find it? So, cause I can't find my keys. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm helping him search for the keys that I knew that were literally under the bed. If he bent down, he would literally see the keys under the bed. So I was acting like I was helping him. He was like, hey, do you have my keys? I'm like, no, I don't have my keys. Man, come on, they were just on the nightstand. I don't know where your keys is, man. I don't know where your keys are. I was in my room after you like didn't want to give me a ride to work or anything. Now I gotta be sitting next to Big Bertha and Big Brutus on this hot bus. Well, I need you to help me find his keys. I got 30 minutes before I had to go to work. Man, well, find your keys, man. I gotta get to work myself. Time passing by, he's like, you know what, bump it. I'm finna walk to work. I'll see you later when I get out. Cool. So I literally waited till it got 15 to 20 minutes before I had to go to work. So I was nervous. I was like, ooh, I hope he's not outside to bust me. Because deep down, I knew he knew that I had his keys. So, as I'm sneaking out of the house, I close the door and I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna pop out of a bush. He's gonna see me. He's gonna know that I stole his keys. Got in the car, prepared myself, and then everything went smooth. I crunk up the car, put it in gear to reverse, and I realized I didn't know how to drive. I was like, dude, you don't know how to drive. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me. I'm too far gone in this whole thing to turn back now. I'm too far gone in it now, so you know what I do? I keep it moving forward. So I put it in gear and I start to drive. So as I'm driving, I was like horrible at it. I was horrible at it. It went everything I thought it was gonna be like. It was like, if you're a first time driver, everybody did this at least once. So I was like, you know what? I found my speed. I went 10 miles. 10 miles, I was good. 10 miles per hour, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was driving so smooth. You couldn't tell me how to drive. So I was like, cool, I'ma just milk this whole time driving 10 miles an hour. So I'm driving out of the apartment complex and I noticed that a childhood friend of mine saw me driving. She saw me driving. So I was like, oh my God. She was with a group of girls or her friends, so I couldn't be embarrassed. So I was like, I was just gonna drive smooth, you know. I was gonna act like I knew what I was doing at my 10 miles per hour. So I drive past them. I act like I didn't see him. I was just like, but then I noticed somebody was like, why he driving so slow? So I couldn't act like I knew when I ain't know how to drive. So I sped up a little bit. When I tell you, I barely pushed the gas. I pushed the gas a little bit. At least that's what I thought. So when I put my foot on the gas, it went like this. I zoomed out of the apartments. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I almost hit the city bus and a couple of kids. Man, it was horrible. So I kept my promise. I drove to work 10 miles per hour. I got there safe and sound. So doing work, you know, I'm bragging. How you get here? I ain't seen you on the bus. You know your boy. You know, I drove my car today, bro. Oh, you drove? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's outside, you know, you want to go check it. You know how to go. You brag. So after I got through bragging and everything, got off work, drove 10 miles per hour home, and I went to open the door, and guess who was at the door to meet me? My father. Yes, he opened the door like, where the hell you been? I was like, oh, so I see somebody found my keys. Yeah, I found them. They was under the bed. They was not under the bed. I was like, oh yeah, they was under the bed. I can tell you that for sure. He was like, why you steal my keys? I ain't steal your keys. That's how you know he was, you know, somebody lying, they hit that iPad. He was like, dude, when I got home, the car was gone. I almost called the police on you, but I figured you had the car. I thought somebody stole my car, but I feel like, oh, yeah, you had the keys. So he went through a whole speech, blah, 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 blah. Oh, man, when I tell you it didn't end well, boy, yeah, it just didn't end well, man. Thank you guys so much for listening to this Carlos Confession. If you're new to this channel, go and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button. And man, while you at it, go ahead and hit that bell notification so you can get more amazing content like this. Don't forget to like and share this video to all your friends. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this Carlos Confession. And to the next one.